Hey guys, in today's video I'm going over the top 7 accessories for the Sony A6000. Here we go. Number 1, anyone who owns an A6000 will know that you go through batteries a lot. This is my recommendation for a battery charger. Now, this is sold as a kit. It comes with a spot for 2 batteries, so you can charge 2 at once with a little brick. And this detaches, so it's not that difficult to travel with. It's definitely nice to have 2 batteries that you could charge at once. You can see which one is charged based on the light indicators on the top, which glow red and green. I don't travel without mine, and if I do, I usually pack like a lot of extra batteries that are all fully charged. Number 2, a lot of people don't talk about SD cards, but it is obviously important to have a decent SD card for your camera, especially if you're recording 4K video on the A63 or A6500. So this is the SD card that I use all the time. Well, this is an upgraded model of it. It is the SanDisk Extreme Pro, and you can get these in a wide variety of sizes. I recommend going 64 gigs or higher. I have a 64 and a 128. Anything over 100 megabytes per second should be just fine. Number 3 is perhaps the cheapest accessory that you can get for your A6000, and that is extension tubes. So what these are Makey extension tubes, and what they allow you to do is take macro shots using any lens on your camera. So even the kit lens, the 16-50, nice thing about these is they're plastic, which I prefer over the metal ones because there's less probability that it's going to damage something. You can use one or the other or both of them together to get even closer to your subject. Number 4 has to do with lighting, and this is my favorite flash for the Sony A6000 because it's super compact. This is also made by Makey. This is the Speedlight MK320. Now it runs on 2 AA batteries, which you can get anywhere. You can tilt this flash down or up. You can rotate it around on your camera as well. It has a nice LCD display on the back with several different modes and adjustments. And this is a TTL flash, which stands for through the lens, which means that the camera will adjust for exposure depending on the settings that you have on your camera and this flash, which just saves you time because you don't have to fire some test shots before taking your actual shot. So definitely a good investment, very compact, easy to take with you when you travel, and it's pretty inexpensive as well. Number 5 is better audio, and you guys have probably seen this in countless previous videos, but what I use is the Zoom H1 audio recorder and a lavalier mic that I'm using right now. I use it for all of my YouTube videos, and I found that the sound is much better than trying to use in-camera audio or a shotgun microphone. Now, Zoom recently released an updated model to this recorder, which I haven't used yet, but I hear it does just as well as this one. So check that out if you guys are looking to upgrade your audio. And the benefit of this is that you don't have to have a microphone port on your camera to use it. So those of you who have A6000s or A5100s could still benefit from a huge audio performance upgrade. Number 6, and the most expensive accessory on my list, is a gimbal. This is it right here. This is the Zhiyun Crane 2, and it is overkill for the A6000. This thing can hold up to 9.1 pounds. You guys can check out my review with all of the specifications. This thing is amazing for shooting stable video. There's no micro jitters, there's no shake, nothing that you have to worry about. The battery lasts forever. Honestly, it's like 18-hour battery life on this thing. Just amazing for super smooth cinematic shots. It's expensive, yes, granted, but it's one of those pieces of equipment that once you buy, I don't ever plan on needing to upgrade this just because it does everything. It's compact, it comes with a nice carrying case that you can pack up and take with you. Obviously it's pretty big, but for the results that it produces, it's well worth carrying around with you. And number 7, this is my tripod that I've used for many years. Now my wife is holding the camera right now, so you might see a little bit more shakiness, and that's the idea, because this is what keeps all of my shots stable. I use it all the time. The greatest thing about this tripod is the head. So using it is super easy. You have a plate for the bottom, you screw it onto your camera, you slide it into place just like that. It's stable. Now this thing comes with a remote, which is impressive on its own. So what you do is you will open up the flap on one side of your camera, take this little micro USB connection, plug that in, and now what you have is full control of your camera through this remote. So you can zoom in or out using this remote. You can see it's zooming on the camera, in and out, and it's nice and smooth, at least with a power zoom lens. You can start and stop recording. You can take a photo. There's recording video. To take a photo, you just flip this switch, actually just push it down. You can do grid lines just to line up your shots. There's a power button so you could turn your camera off. Now, the other benefit of having this controller here is not only is it easier for you to do things like pan and zoom, but it also allows you some more leverage so that your shots are a lot more fluid because you have this whole arm. Now, the actual head of this tripod is some sort of fluid head. It's not an actual fluid head, but it's buttery smooth. You can adjust the resistance using the knobs here and here. I'll show you some shots of what you can get as far as smooth pans and tilts. This is a tripod, again, that I've used for years, and it has been amazing, well worth the price tag that I paid for it years ago. Another thing that I like about this tripod is just how lightweight it is and how easy it is to collapse and take with you. So what I do is typically roll this down, and then I take all of these levers and open them up, and then just flip it upside down, and you let gravity do the work. And that's it. Very compact, very lightweight package, highly recommended. Again, VCT VPR1, and I'll post a link down below. All right, so that is it for my top 7 accessories for the Sony A6000. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments, if you guys would replace any of these things with stuff that you guys have used in the past or are currently using. And hopefully this was beneficial, especially if you're new starting out with an A6000 and you're wondering what should you get. These are also all great gift ideas for someone in your family, friend, who has one of these cameras and you're thinking, hey, what can I get him or her? So as always, thank you guys for watching. Thanks for all of your likes, comments, and support, and I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye.